Even though that is something like a national pastime in the land of Ornlu. Oh, AoE2 not ruined. We're good. We are good. Ruining. Oh, so close. Ruined to me. Oh. When you try your best, but you don't succeed. Something, something, something. 1600, there you go. Making progress. I thought, last I heard you were 1400.
Let's go to a Bo 79 Kawasan only next, Mr. Ornlu.
I don't like you, Fodler. Shakes fist. All right. We are good to go. Thank you, everyone who is tuning in. Viper versus me. Oh, I didn't update the stream title. You know, guys, this stream has been now 0 days without ruining Age of Empires. I don't know why it doesn't. No. Good morning, Jam Vanderloaf. Look at this, guys. We have, count up, 3 hybrid maps. Well, I guess Pacific Islands is more like a full water map, but still. Look at these hamsters, man. Is a map pool or map draft, I guess, without Bosmo or Arena really one that's worth playing? Leary going water? Against Lewis, specifically. Leary probably feels very confident on water. Besides, Leary's actually a very good water player. Radinsky Buk Waterfall in Krka National Park, Croatia, is the Google or Microsoft thingy. Let's check it out. Oh, that is stunning. Look at this, guys. That is quite lovely. As somebody who doesn't live near any sort of elevation or the ocean, I tend to think that it was like the little Microsoft doodle thing. But yeah, someone who doesn't live near those things, I always find them especially catching. Are basically an extension of the ocean. It does feel like it, but freshwater, man. Are we civ drafting yet? Not quite. Do our grid. Has access to exactly 2 of Hussar, Iskirm, or Halb. Has a full monastery tech tree. Has a collection bonus for villagers. Has fast fire ship. Has the fastest attacking version of a non-unique unit. And has a market bonus. Alright, so 2 of Hussar, Elite, Skirm, and Halberdier. I don't know, Malians. Oh my goodness. No, they have Farimba light cap, man. It's like the same. What am I doing? Uh-huh. I'm really freaking smart. Oh, I don't know. Freaking Mongols. Has a full monastery tech tree. Lithuanians also have fast fire ship. And has a collection rate bonus for villagers. Romans. Yeah, I know. The YouTube has been neglected recently. Step Civ's naval tech trees. Yep. Yeah, it could be churches. Attacking version of a non-unique unit? Churchins have the fastest attacking step lancers. Oh wait, no, what am I talking about? Yeah, they have got everything. Oh, clearly I'm not thinking this morning. No, Japanese. Oh yeah, Japanese. That works. Full monastery tech tree, fastest attacking version of a non-unique unit. Aztecs don't count. Spanish. Bengalis also don't have a full monastery tech tree. They miss heresy. And collection bonus for villagers and a fast attacking unit. Celts. Okay, market bonus. Bohemian flag captured. Oh, shoot. Oh, Saracens also work here. Bonus collection rate for villager. Wow, this is gonna be Malians. Malians have cheaper markets. And they have collection rate bonus, an implied bonus from other effects. Oh. Origins? Sure, why not? On gold, they do? Wow, there are actually a lot of market bonuses with monk civs. But yeah, these are only very technically market bonuses. Roman bonus, the markets are built 5% faster. I guess. I know. I mean, the Georgian bonus is just that markets take less bonus damage uphill. Well, that one's actually much more relevant. Alright. Nothing crazy with the civs thus far. Oh boy, it's a field! With a cemetery! Adventist Church. This could be the American South. I think that's like one of the South versions of Protestantism. Hello, Malamadre. Georgia? Could be Georgia for sure. Up, out. Go this direction. Tier list, I did not know. State road sign, I'm looking for one. Hillbilly land? Yeah, I would guess like central to southern Georgia. Prairie Rose. Maybe not the south. Top 6? That is an interesting assessment. Oh, shoot, I went in the wrong direction. Top 8. That, I don't really get that, but you know what? Could be Iowa, for sure. Iowa's generally a little bit more hilly. But, I mean, it's big. America's big. Could be Canada. I mean, I'm not really finding any big signs. Kentucky's more hilly than this. It's not like empty, barren flatlands. Very boring? Oh, it's extremely boring. Heck, this could even be like Southern Illinois. I don't know. I kind of like the Georgia idea. It's always Canada, man. Why do we never freaking get America? Oh my goodness, this is beautiful. This might be Bhutan. I think they have the little road thingy berries. Man, this truly is stunning. Yeah. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Was there like a dude? Look at this dude doing laundry. Power line? I guess, if you're not gonna kill yourself. I don't know, man. It's Bhutan. I'm like 82.3% sure it's Bhutan. I just need to try and find a river. Man, the street view really leaves much to be desired. Oh, it was Nepal! Curses. Curses, curses. I didn't know that Nepalese did the little blocks on the side of the road like Bhutan does. Similar, I mean, they are pretty much right next to each other. Just one Assam in the way. Let's see. Gallipoli! Welcome to Gallipoli, Your Royal Highness. Wait, isn't Gallipoli, like, here? Yeah. I mean, this is Gelibolu. Ortano Castro Tricase Luecha is very Italian looking. They started? Oh, look at that. Thanks. Yeah, that's Italian. Is there a Gallipoli in Italy? Otranto? I've never heard of it. Not that I know a lot. Oh my goodness, there is a Gallipoli! There's literally a Gallipoli in southern Italy. You know what, guys? The more you learn... Mem suggested I didn't like learning. I absolutely love learning. Alright, let's get this all set up. And we are good to go. Welcome, everybody, to day number 3 of the group stage. We'll have Leary in the green as the Mongols here to the west of Skukuza, and to the east in the blue as the Gregorians. It will be Lewis. Alrighty. So, this is an interesting matchup because you'd think that somebody who can out-hamster Lewis would be Lewis's worst matchup. That said, if Lewis can just somehow find a way to keep up with Leary in the early game, it's not like he can't win. He was aiming for the wrong Gallipoli. Rookie mistake, man. Frickin' rookie mistake. Alright, lumber camp is in. Got a mill. So, let's see what to think here. It really does feel like... Let me check the group. Leary, Lewis, ACCM, MBL. That is a pretty darn sick group. Lewis has a chance to get out, but it's going to be tough. Anyway, Leary looking like he's going to go up on 19 pop. And that's kind of the weird thing with Mongols these days, is that even on a hunt map like this, Mongols aren't really clicking up much faster than other civilizations. If at all. Oh, Lewis screwed up a bit. But like, any civ can click up on 19 pop with Loom. But the way that you utilize your advantage with Mongols is that you just have so many more resources when you hit the next stage, because everybody's clicking up super fast. Just a little bit different than ye old days. Anyway, Lewis doesn't have another building. So Lewis is mega screwing this up, guys. Hey guys, and welcome everybody. Looking forward to some more fun-filled stuff with the Warlords. So, 22 pop in the year of our Lord Doubt 2026. That leaves much to be desired. Thus far, Leary just basically pretending that this is an Arabia variation that involves a little bit more pushing from the middle, is likely just going to open scouts here, and that's fine. Unless you're against a civ that's going to be going at super fast men-at-arms, like if you're up against a Japanese or a Romans or Dravidians or something. I see no reason why you can't just pretend that we're playing Arabia, or a variation thereof. That's it. This is pretty rough for Lewis. Leary Scouts now here in the Feudal Age with the extra HP. Dark Age Spearmen, Armenians are very good on this map. Out there does end up falling. Double bit axe in here for Leary. And there really is no downside to his position. Wait, does Lewis have a barracks? Guys, what is Lewis doing? Oh, jeez. At the very least, I guess you have to wait for more scouts to come out because Leary Scout's on sort of low HP. Yeah, absolutely. This is an absolutely scuffed build. I don't know why he thought he could get a second mule cart. Spearman's on the way, so is Double Bit Axe, but you are not even remotely close to another military building. Archery range coming in here from Leary. I mean, this is some peak hamstering here. And Lewis, like, he has so much food that he can't spend on anything. I mean, you just, what, you canceled 6 villagers? You have 400 food you can't do anything with? Oh my goodness. Leary's kind of screwing up there, poking the mule cart. Oh man, maybe if Lewis was a top 5 player, he might be able to recover from this position, but alas, he's only top 6. Watchtower coming here in the middle. I mean, Lewis is just scrambling, trying to do anything at the moment, but an archer's already going to be out here for Leary in just a moment. First Ville falls. Second Ville falls. Skirmishers from behind. Oh, dear. Leary's already still ahead by a few hundred resources. Does need to be careful with that food income because the hunt is now gone, but he actually cancels that scout. Interesting. I actually agree with that. I don't think he really needs any more scouts for the time being. Lewis is going to try and add a stable, but this obviously feels quite late. That said, Leary with 35 seconds idle TC time, so not a perfect build from Leary by any means. Beijing. That's it. Leary still has a huge lead, so we don't need to pretend otherwise. Lewis queues up a bunch of scouts, is now grabbing a blacksmith too. Leary did try and add in a mill over here. That does feel really risky, guys, and that's going to be a dead Ville, I think. Good micro from Lewis. And yeah, dead Ville for Leary. It's gonna be another dead Ville for guys. Leary, not a perfect game. I don't know why Leary felt like he could just go forward like this without a care in the world. I mean, I get the desire to disrespect Lewis, I really do, but I don't think you should actually do that if you want to win the video game. Bloodline's coming in as well here for Leary. He did have quite a few goals on gold for this early stage of the game. Fortune gonna be in here for Lewis as well. I mean, he's got like an okay army. Lewis is still happily taking from the hunt here. Leary, although still is well ahead in resources, and now the reinforcements coming in, and not having an archery range at this stage of the game is usually very, very rough. Fletching isn't in yet. Forging was there for the Spearmen. Leary's scouts, though, with bloodlines, able to stay alive. Very well done there from Leary. Although he's going to need to get out of dodge with most of these scouts in just a second. I mean, most of them are literally on death's door. Like, boss, we're tired. We want to go home. We need to rest. And they simply don't care. Leary is a cruel taskmaster. And Lewis going to do a great job killing 2 of those units. There he is, very slowly but steadily getting walled up over there. That's going to be another dead villager, though. Lewis, 5 scouts, 1 spearman. Double stable, absolutely no production. The dead cost nothing, yeah. Tower does get some arrow fire in. Oh. Out goes down 2, but still, the eco difference is getting quite staggering at this stage. Lewis is a little ahead in food collected, but his eco efficiency is so low, and Leary hasn't really actually had to spend that much food at this stage. I guess this might be fully walled, or close to it. Scale barding armor coming in. Leary's very close to clicking up to Castle Age, though. Very strange game, especially from 2 players who are known for their clean early game execution. That said, Leary's still going to be fine here. Going to click up to Castle Age. You can go Cav Archers or Step Lancers or Knights or whatever. Does need to find a way to not die at this point, and to be fair, Leary perhaps not quite anticipating Lewis running in. Will lose another villager. Good micro from Lewis for sure. Lewis does not have bloodlines, though. He has no gold income. Does lose a scout in the process, still not super pretty. Well, that's still going to be another Denville. Yeah, Leary at least had time to quick wall. Then Lewis loses another scout cavalry. Meanwhile, on the flippity-flip, Leary's over here with his own army. And now Leary is fully walled. 3-0? Yeah. Leary tends to just out-execute anybody too hard that isn't Terra. Scout numbers are actually getting slowly whittled down here for Lewis. Looks like Leary wants to go Cav Archers, which is perfectly fine. Run for the hills, villagers! But there are barely any hills on the map. Clean Dark Age? Yeah, I mean, it wasn't a flawless game at all from Leary, but you know what? Flawless doesn't matter. It's just about being better than your opponent, and Leary has been able to do that. He's going to be in Castle Age in just a moment. An immediate Bodkin, immediate Cav Archer production, and a Camel to boot. Gonna add a town center. Ahead by almost 1,000 resources. Those builds on stone, I'm not entirely sure what they're accomplishing. 2 HP forever, they really have. That is a 1 villager town center, to be fair. Not exactly one that inspires confidence, and, I mean, that's a camel that will get surrounded and killed by scouts if it's not careful. But yeah, the quick walls really are not something that should be overcome here. Oh, the thingy with the fox and the chicken coop! Oh man, was that some bad pathfinding? It might have been some bad pathfinding. Yeah, I think Lewis did click out on accident. The scores do look very close, and the villager count is even. Bloodlines is on its way, but Lewis isn't getting Castle Age. He needs to keep making scouts, otherwise he's just gonna die. He's gonna try tower rushing. But Leary's gonna have all the resources he needs. This feels pretty woefully inadequate. Oh my goodness, guys. TC already with 9 kills. A quarter of Leary's kills have literally been the TC shooting things. That's never what you want to be at as Lewis. Now the scores are flipping as they should. Oh, don't do that, Leary. There you go. I feel like this happens a lot with mule carts. Do you guys have this happen when you have a mule cart civ? I feel like Vils get stuck so often. And they don't appear as idle, so it's difficult for Lewis to recognize that. Yeah, okay. I'm glad it's not just me and it's not just Lewis. Anyway, Cav Archer numbers are slowly but steadily climbing. Leary doesn't have much gold income left over here, but it is going to be enough, most likely, to get to an okay number of CA. They're starting to get some more upgrades. Also, is your name the Ape Descendant a reference to The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy? Because that would be pretty goated. That's how the devs nerf Georgians? Yeah. The one other time? Ah, yes. I'm like, it's like a little familiar. What do I know, man? Well. Oh yeah, there's a gold over there that Leary can take as needed. This feels like we're going through the motions, guys. And there we go. Leary with the dub. Yeah, Lewis just had a really screwed up build order. His eco was then very inefficient. He tried to do some things here and there to claw his way back, but it was simply too far behind. He never could get to Castle Age. It just wasn't viable. Oh, shredded grub bugly. Poetry in motion. No, this is an entirely online tournament. All right, that is the Mongols over the Gregorians. And looks like Mirkwood will be next. Think of hybrid maps, they love them. Thankfully, the worst poets in the universe are not to be found here. What's the other set today, by the way? Oh yeah, Sebastian Sato. That one should be very good. All right, Murky Mark Mirkwood is next, and we are in the countdown with another Ketons pick here. Not to spoil everything. It is interesting, though, that players are really gravitating towards Ketons on this map when they didn't do so on regular Nomad. Oh yeah, it's US birthday today. You have to wish him a happy birthday.
Shallows on the outside instead of water.
Happy birthday.
Looking old today. I feel it.
There we go.
Hello, Ornlu.
We're doing our job.
Happy birthday. Thank you, Ornlu. Ornlu's young. He still has time ahead of him. Hello, Robsia.
Yep. There you go. There you guys go. Wishing.
Sub.
This way, Attila. Follow.
There we go. Doing our job. "12 seconds. Good friend, what? Man, I need to get my dad a Mother's Day card for my mom. I mean, we're just trying to get through Mother's Day right now. No more games versus Glocken, unfortunately. Yes, Lewis did get much, much better. No, it's not my birthday. My birthday's at the end of the month. Same with T West and Bean Dip. We all share a birthday. US Mother's Day is tomorrow. Need to go get her a gift. I'm getting her a very nice bottle of gin because she loves her gin and tonics. Also, she's needed several with all the unpleasantries she's been going through and being a nurse to my dad. Gift of flaming arrows? I mean, who wouldn't? So, it is very interesting, right? Because if we think about this map in the context of... Okay, like, it's Nomad, right? It's basically Nomad, but with shallows. And, you know, there's some oysters, and there's more food on the outside, and a little bit less food on the inside. Other dates? Alas, no. I was crushing pretty hard on some girls I messaged, but they didn't. They never responded. It's cool, mad. But yeah, like I was saying, Burgundians and Ketons are not picks we associate with Nomad. I mean, Burgundians are going to be happy on any map that you click up to Feudal Age a little bit later on, because you can get those early eco upgrades, especially since we have fishing lines now. Successful streamer? No. Koreans, Spanish banned? Spanish were banned. Koreans were Lewis's first pick. Chinese were banned as well. They would make the most sense on this map. Also, Leary did ban all 3 of the new South American civs. Forging Hulks go womp womp womp. They are quite good, but I don't know why we don't see Ketons picked on any other maps that you would go Hulks on. Across the globe. Oh no. Tragic. Yeah, like Burgundians are fine, and we've seen Ketons a fair bit, but it's still not like we would typically associate with Nomad, and this is perhaps a little indicative of the differences between regular Nomad and the special version Mirkwood, which is also in the ranked ladder pool sometimes. It's just another Nomad variant. But unlike the other Nomad maps, this is actually a Nomad map, and the TCs can go up all over the place. Defensive opening gap. That's what I'm thinking. I mean, I'm sure these guys have practiced it. Good on. I'm not sure, honestly. But yeah, like what Why Don't You Say Hi says, if you know you're up against Ketons, they have no bonus for their economy and no bonus for your navy. Except for the Keton, you know, double forging upgrades. So you'd think that Burgundians, you just play defensive galleys, force the Ketons player to make anything other than Hulks, and it feels like you have a big advantage. Yeah, you can TC drop. It's just not very good most of the time. TC dropping on Nomad is something that can be very good in a team game setting, but not really in 1v1s. If they built their TCs within range of each other, though, they'd just restart. They get incendiaries? Ah, yes. Mass-mounted trebuchets? That would be pretty pog. Oh man, though, I played a game of Goths, Ketons versus Goths on Arena, and I thought that Liao Daos would crush everything, and I actually still got overwhelmed by champions. It was pretty feels bad, man. 2 scouts. It is actually to 1 scout. Anyway, both players are up. Lewis is up a little bit faster. They are, of course, quite close to each other, and I think they both realize that. Yeah, it looks like Leary lost one of his water buffalo over there, and Lewis already saw the houses, so they should both be well aware that their opponent is quite close by. That was a mistake. Well, what else was I supposed to do? On Arena? Go heavy Castle Age aggression? Doesn't really feel all that great with Ketons. That counter them? That's true. Especially because I was making my unique unit and he was using a perfusion barracks. I also could have gone into Cav Archers and I chose to get into Hussars. Which I think was a mistake from me as well. That is the case. Reflect. Oh yeah, I never had the gold for the reflect lamellar armor upgrade. That was also probably one of the reasons I lost. I very obviously misplayed it. I think it's one of those situations where it's a lot more, especially for like a veteran player, it's a lot more straightforward to know what to do with Goths than it is to do with Ketons in that situation, and I clearly misplayed it, and he knew exactly what he needed to do. Step Lancers beat Hulks? I mean, the Hulks do have a lot of melee armor, so if anything, the Hulks would be semi-okay against them. Anyway, Lewis is on his way up to Castle Age. Forging is on its way. You'd think he would just go for galleys here. He's making a Flemish militia. Going Blacksmith Stable. Doesn't... Here's the thing, guys. Lewis is on 1 dock. He's gonna lose everything on water, and then Leary's gonna have a huge fish boom, and then you know, sadness for Lewis. So I'm kind of confused. The Hulks are going to be very good against the... Yeah. Because remember, yes, Flemish Militia get 4 bonus damage versus ships, but Hulks have 4 melee armor. And Hulks deal a massive amount of damage to land units. But, like, what are you going to do? Go cavalry with 4 villagers on food? Like, that doesn't make any sense. So, this is the 2nd game in a row that I have been utterly bamboozled by Lewis's game plan. Siege Workshop incoming. I don't know, guys. I really never like these builds that require you to just kill your opponent super fast before the fish boom pays off, because it's, like, fish booming pays off extremely fast. An executive summary, Lewis scuffed his build, and Leary, although playing quite subpar by Leary standards, was still very, very far ahead and won the video game. Alright, Archery Age coming in. Leary just trying to buy time. I mean, you have, like, no vills on food right now. Why does he even have a stable? I mean, I guess he's trying to... adjust or something. I don't know, man. I mean, Leary can buy plenty of time. Lots of outposts. Yeah, man, this is like the 2nd time that Lewis needed to, like, act literally immediately, and he didn't. Anyway, Leary is buying so much time. Oh, hey, random Flemish militia got up over there, though. I mean, this is certainly annoying for Leary. It's not that Lewis cannot win this game. I don't know, guys. Is the world's jankiest push gonna work? On Garrison, there you go. Lewis, you need to micro, man. I mean, if Lewis had any sort of eco behind this, it might be something that could win a game. Oh my goodness. I mean, Lewis still has a lot of Flemish militia here. But the last ram is down. I mean, Leary's pretty dead. Yeah, I mean, if this was a bit better well thought out from Lewis, this could actually just kill Leary. Oh my goodness, guys! Oh man, it's like Leary is such a good player, but he will lose to stuff like this. And I mean, credit to Lewis for making it work, right? And there's the GG called. And I mean, that was a terrible defense from Leary. I mean, that was such a janky, panicky push from Lewis, and yet he just didn't have anything. He didn't respect the fact that he was very close to his opponent. He didn't stonewall until it was way too late. The fish boom, although it like paid off, he just went too hard into it too fast. I mean, that's Leary slipping on a banana peel, guys. Like, it's not like it's a layup. Like, I would die to what Lewis did, but a player of Leary's caliber should not lose to that. That was Leary's last pick. Yeah, I mean, Leary just didn't have any way to spend it. Well, that was Lewis's #1 home map, and I mean, that's what you gotta do if you want to beat Leary. You queued into him? Oh, man. And you crushed him, right? And you gained your maximum 32 points? All right, Specific Islands is next. Genuinely? Oh, there you go. Vikings, Koreans, or Armenians, or Wu. Any of these three subs are very good for Lewis. You lost your 1 punto. Very, very unfortunate. All right, I gotta get some more coffee, guys. And, I mean, let's see what's up. All right. Yeah, he really needs to channel his inner clown. 15 seconds. Nope. But as I have not been messaged, I would assume I'm not going. And yet, I don't know who will cast it, right? T98 and Dave, if it's just them, it's like, that's not enough. You can have them cast everything.
Yes, patrastem.
Yes,
Barevjes, terim takavor.
Oh, I saw. I don't know. I mean, I assume T90 is going to be there. I don't know. All I know is that Mem's not going to be there, and Nilly's probably not going to be there. All right, so Lewis going to be in the blue as the Armenians getting a little bit of that surprise win in the last game. He'll be to the north. And to the south, in the green, as the Vikings, it will be Leary. Will we invite cool people to the podcast? Ah, yes, of course.
Ayo, terim takavor. Yes, patrastem.
All right, Loom coming in here for Lewis because he got housed. Awkward. But, I mean, yeah, Vikings-Armenians is a perfectly fine matchup. But this is not exactly a fortuitous start for Lewis. All right, Doc is coming in.
Ayo, terim takavor. Ramang zerk, terim takavor.
Any Mario members on YouTube for their rants? Yeah, seriously. So, we are on our way. Leary is a villager ahead since he didn't get Loom yet. But other than that, nothing really to talk about so far. No second dock yet. Nobody going over to any of the bigger islands yet. The Kami tournament. What Kami tournament? Reached out to me? No. Oh, the specialist thing. Yeah, I forgot about that. Man, I have not had time to do anything.
Yes, patrastem.
Being a nurse is a lot of time and energy. Right, Barracks is coming in over here. Feudal Age is on the way. I just need to play my USA Cup set against Improvise. But after I lose, then I'll probably be done. Doing it's a bit better every day, but it's been really rough. But he's sleeping downstairs right now, so that's all fine. Anyway, Leary gonna send a bunch of Vills over. Now, he knows that there's a barracks over here, so you'd think that Leary would just go to the other island. The surgery go? He actually has had 2 surgeries. I think, well, he might need more surgery on his foot. I don't really know for sure, but he definitely isn't walking normal. And he had a surgery on his lower back to remove an abscess. And I think there was like one more that he's trying to kill with antibiotics. I mean, do it. Come on, I appreciate it. Yeah, he's not in the best health. Thankfully, all three of us, me, my dad, and my mom, got a bit more sleep last night. So I'm definitely doing much better than yesterday. My mom's doing better than yesterday. Does insurance cover it? Yes. We literally reached our out-of-pocket maximum in like a few days. Anyway, Leary, defensive archer play. I mean, he's knew exactly what was happening here. Perfect reaction. Men at Arms coming in. But, I mean, again, like, if you're looking for a good anti-Men at Arms approach on this map, go to the other island, pick well in your vills, go for the archers. Incoming for insights? I did not see that. Archery range follow-up here from Lewis. And we got a couple Hulks out here for Leary. Ant in the house. Yep. Unfortunately, it's just a really unfortunate situation all over the world. People having to take care of their sick relatives, especially older ones. So my dad isn't even that old yet, which is the annoying thing. Like, come on, man. Only like, what, 64, 65? Nice kill there. All right, Men-at-Arms incoming here. But the power of micro. I mean, Larry's just got the numbers here. Blacksmith is almost in, although he really doesn't have much in the way of food income. Got another dock coming in. One that lives with her? Yep. Sign up completed. There you go, boom. Good luck. 16 of us nephews and nieces. Are you trying to be the most stereotypical Filipino person possible, Avocado? I live in an area with a lot of Filipino Americans. Have health complications? Yeah, no, I mean, it's been hard on us, for sure, but it could have been so much worse. I mean, I'm just grateful that we have my dad right now, because that could easily have not been the case if they didn't catch this in time. And I'm, like, as much as I hate the fact that I haven't been able to move out yet and, you know, start my career, so to say, I'm at least here to help out right now when I'm needed. So, again, I am far from ungrateful. The exact diagnosis? What is it exactly? So, it is a... This go-around, it is MRSA into the bloodstream, so basically sepsis. He had it infecting his foot. That was the foot surgery, and then it made its way up to his back, where he had the two aforementioned abscesses. And it's all complications with his diabetes, so that is also making things a lot more difficult. Yeah, it's not good. Anyway, this has basically been perfect from Leary. Aww. That's very sweet, Emma Colado. See, it's always the people who act the saltiest online that are the sweetest IRL. Yeah, thanks, guys. That sure was a game. Again, if you're struggling on a map like this on what to do against a Men-at-Arms rush, like, look at what Leary did. Like, Leary literally did this perfectly. Scouted it early, went to the other island, defensive archery range, got the production going so that he could deal with his opponent's ranged units faster, micro down all the units, win the game. Also apply pressure on the water as well. Like, perfect, perfect, perfect. Oh, sorry, Lewis, you definitely did not win that one. A long game? I think that might not be a bad idea. I mean, especially Armenians. Like, Armenian Men-at-Arm Rush isn't all that great. I mean, like, it's okay, but if you're not taking that extra step and going Longswordsman, I don't really think it's anything special. Yeah, the games have not been very exciting. That is Armenians losing to Vikings, and next is Cornwood. Long game against Vikings with Armenians? Yeah, you can do that. Mm-hmm. Which is funny because the only thing that Lewis has done successfully so far was an absolute panic all-in that completely caught Leary off guard. Nullified Isles. Yeah, but Armenians are one of the few civs that can challenge Vikings in the late game because their galleons are so good, and they're actually going to be very cost-efficient versus longboats in Imperial Age. Especially if you also mix in demos. To play bad? I mean, you just gotta do something janky, man. Leary versus Draken on Arena in TTL last season is always gonna be one of the most memorable games of all time. Then, yeah, I'm pretty sure. I mean, Lewis has good late game mechanics and like good basic decision making, but he's not really as familiar with a lot of the win conditions and army compositions that you need to go for with like all the different civs and all the different maps. Reverse Acropolis? I do indeed. Archers as a something. He did something like that in the past, yeah. Single-handedly, it was glorious, though. I mean, it came from Draken of all people. Alright, guys. We are here on Cornwood. I know it's Crownwood, but I like Cornwood more. One of the better maps in this map pool because it's basically Land Madness, but with a hill. I liked it much more when you could actually wall eventually. It's still not an easy map to defend. It's still an open map, but whatever. Whatever. Yeah, Draken won the Phaedoria game. He won with like 20 villagers. Was it 10? I don't remember exactly. Something goofy. Yeah, it was like minimal villagers and no TC that he won. Alright, Lear Green Magyars, Lewis Blue Khmer, definitely two of what I would consider my favorite civs for a map like this. A lot of open, spread out potential for both these civs. Neither are also super gold intensive, which is pretty nifty. Yeah, I just think it's a good matchup for sure. Just good solid land map, good civs, and we'll have to see if Lewis can match Leary's execution. In this literal AoE2 heritage, it really is. It's not even from that long ago either. It's like, what, a couple years ago? Two or three? I thought it was just like a couple TTLs ago. Yep. 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 Only a little scuffed. 17 pop no loom is literally as fast as possible, though. Has Lewis gathered? Yeah, Lewis literally has only gathered food. Yeah, like, again, literally. the fastest you can do. Only Mongols, Khmer, and Georgians can do this. I don't think any other civ can do this on, like, standard resources. But they got rid of that one. Why don't you say hi? Now it's a shoe bonus. Now you get Cav archers trained 25% faster. 15 vills with command. Yeah, but like that's not good. You can even see that this is really pushing the limit. I mean, you can click up on 3 population. Or 3 villagers. Doesn't mean it's good. But like, this is really stretching what is good. Personally, I think that it's 17 pop with loom or 18 pop no loom is like the fastest you can do. Even hybrid maps? Oh, Dawn's game. I really need to check it out though. I should try the closed map one for Zardis' tournament. It's just tough, man. Wait a minute, hold on. I was so interested in what Lewis was doing that I didn't even look at Leary. What is Leary doing? How old am I? I'm 28. Almost 29. Guys, why is Leary going up on 23 pop? In the year of our Lord Doubt. Huh? Dash is 8. He is getting to be a distinguished gentleman. But with... No, it's not going to be an NFC. He doesn't have any... Unless he's going for a market? Selling the stone? No, I think it is an FC. Okay, I would be very curious as to what is going on here. If this was planned or what. Like, again, we have 2 very standard civs for this map. Even what Lewis is doing is, like, a little outside of the box, but it makes a bit more sense. Oh, no. Oh, no. We'll lose a Vill. So, like, if Leary didn't lose that Vill, I would have been like, what the doubt, man. Huh? Yeah, it's definitely a very greedy gumdrop. Okay, Leary's just throwing right now. Why is he building a blacksmith? He literally needs a market. What is he doing? Oh, he's just abandoning the fast castle completely? What? Greedy gumdrop? That would be a good one. I still have room for several more emotes, but I haven't really had the time to do a whole lot with them. Also, I haven't been annoying Fodler enough to make them. Guys, Leary should just, like, die here. I mean, Lewis is technically a little behind in resources because Leary clicked up so much later, but that should change pretty darn soon. You can see the eco-efficiency is going to be flipping here. Fletching is going to be on its way. Leary does have +1 for his scouts. Actually, it could be a good fight for Leary. Yeah, a lot of scouts are low HP. Actually, Leary might clean this. Yeah, really, really well done from Leary. Oh, he canceled fletching. Why? But I mean, Lewis's Khmer, he doesn't have a barracks. I guess. I mean, that was a great cleanup. This is so bizarre, guys. But yeah, Leary was able to hit at the perfect time. Lewis's scouts were kind of low in HP. The archers did not have fletching yet. And, I mean, I think that it was still awkward pressure from Lewis. It's like you're in a situation where you want to go scouts plus archers because you think your opponent's going fast castle, but then Leary decides not to go fast castle, then Lewis doesn't react to it quite well enough. Now, Lewis is accruing even more idle time, so the build numbers are very similar as well. What are the stronghold maps? Why is it when I click on a web page link in chat, it ends up as a download? What the heck? Why am I getting an HTML file? Okay, there we go. Osmo, Bypass, Copenhagen, Donakill, Zong, Festival Pavora, Forest Pond, Glade, Summers Clearing, I don't know. Todaiji, Treasure Beach. Wait, it doesn't even have arena in it? Oh my goodness. What the heck, man? I didn't really ever think of Donakill as a closed map. I'd ban that every time. What's... Oh, okay. I mean, guys, Leary's on his way up to Castle Age. WSDT's do Stronghold? Yep. Hands, yeah, seriously. I mean, this is... It's just been such a weird game, and yet Leary is maneuvering it as well as he needs to. He lost 2 vills, but he killed his opponent's entire army. And last game 2 was Leary not reacting properly to what Lewis was doing. This game, it was Lewis not reacting properly. I mean, the game isn't over yet. I mean, Lewis is at least relatively safe. He's up to Castle Age 2, and he should be getting ahead in Eco in a moment. He is ahead by 6 vills at this stage. Leary, you're going to be going double stable knights. Man, I liked World Desert Championship now, thinking back at it. We had some really good games. We had some good maps. Come here, Scorpions. But we're not even looking at Cav Archers yet. Larry's just getting light Cav and chain barding armor. Wait, don't tell me Lewis is going to go Cav Archers. No, no, you wouldn't do that to me, Lewis, would you? Yes, it'll be very nice. All right, Leary's diving. Quick walls are not sufficient. Everything here is taking only 1 damage. What a bizarre game, but, I mean, Leary's winning it, right? Leary's going to have the second TC in a moment. He's going to have a Siege Workshop. I'm... not at all what I expected with these 2 players in this Civ matchup on this map. Upgrades, I mean, it worked because your opponent had no spearmen. And it's Cav Archer time, of course. Why play to a Civ's strengths, man? I mean, yeah, to be fair, wouldn't any other Civ just have Spearman and then kill Leary? Leary clutch? I think both of those things had to happen. Because if Leary tries that against tries this strategy against Hera, he loses horribly. I think that it requires Lewis not reacting properly, which, again, he just doesn't really have the experience in these sorts of situations. And then Leary executing extremely well. That Feudal Age fight when he mopped up Lewis's army was absolutely perfect. That fast of an uptime? Well, I mean, if it was just like a normal, like 19 or 20 pop-up time, that still would probably kill Leary. Because he's just really too far behind an army. Alright guys, so it is the Chimera player going Cav Archers and the Magyar player going Scorpions, because that is this game. Oh, from downtown! The Light Cav are coming in. Perfect. Light Cav doing work. I mean, Lewis feels pretty dead right now. He's far behind in eco. He keeps on getting his army mopped up. Leary's just not ever taking a bad fight. Oh my goodness, the monk doesn't even do anything there. Oh my goodness. Leary is 1,000 score ahead. I mean, there is a knight out. Oh man, Lewis is just doing all this with a way worse economy. RAM is being downloaded here from Leary as well. Lines of blood are on the way. That said, I mean, this is all going to get cleaned up. Ram is going to go down. Lewis is going to buy some stone. He's going to add in a second TC. And, I mean, I guess he's sort of holding. Can actually build a TC on stone over there. Archery range isn't even going to go down. Well, Leary has 2 stables. He just isn't really using them. He's filling up all those injured light cav, though, because, of course, also has a relic at this point. Leary also not the best with his idle TC time. Oh, what are you doing, homie? This is satisfying. It's just confusing. Third TC, though, for Leary. I mean, it feels like, in theory, as weird as this game has been, Leary's just going to macro his way out of it and win that way. He's taken very good fights. His technology score is a lot of... Is that okay, his scouting's a lot better, so that's part of the score difference. This is Lewis's scouting. Leary's scouting's actually been excellent. Wow. Well, welcome back, Wood Paladin. Another monk gonna go down, but it's a lot of cav archers for not that... Or not a lot of... Oh my goodness, that's a lot of light cav for not that many cav archers. So many of these guys are low HP as well. University coming in, but right now you just don't have the cav archers. Switching to C8, I'm not entirely sure. Both players have husbandry. Yes, cav archers are always slower than light cav, with equal speed-related upgrades. Up. Alright. This is so weird. No Vills have actually been harmed in the making of this film, though. Lewis has not been able to get ballistics until right now, though, and he's got, like, you know, most of his villagers idle. Man, this should just be a game that Leary wins with pure macro. I think. Why are we going Chimera Cav Archers here, man? Only 7 CA to 14 Light Cav. And again, the CA are still missing Thumb Ring because you don't get that as Chimera. Leather Archer armor incoming. 2 to 3 rocks. Both players being very diligent about that. This is still a very exposed wood line, though. But yeah, Leary's eco is completely taking off. Like, this is just not even competitive at all. 3,000 more food collected. That's 50% more food here for Leary. Oh my goodness, all the monks are getting sniped as well. University for Leary. Not sure what he needs ballistics for. I mean, the CA numbers are slowly but steadily climbing here for Lewis, to be fair. Oh, never mind, he's going skirmishers. Of course! Of course. I mean, yeah, again, Leary is going to be getting so far ahead in resources that, you know, any sort of unit transition he makes is going to keep himself alive, and so long as he keeps his macro going, which he is, of course, absolutely going to do, he will make it to Imp faster. I mean, this is good from Lewis, for sure. Like, if Lewis wants to win this game, which is not impossible, he needs to do more of this. He's still 18 Vills behind, though, with worse eco upgrades. Defensive watchtower there from Leary. We all know how great those Magyar towers are. Added archer armor coming in. Got scorpions. Got the skirm switch starting. Legal? Of course it is. Every civ is a Cav Archer civ. It's a nice little bit of ballistics dodging. More knights here for Leary, though. A second stable for our blue player. I mean, he could just go Cav Archer Knight. Leary will have basically the full upgrades in for the Cav Archers in a moment. It is 2 to 4 relics in favor of Leary. I don't know where that last one is. It's probably being held by a monk somewhere. Indeed, Lewis forgot about that monk. A viable CA line? I mean, for Khmer, yeah. It doesn't really make much sense. Yeah, Khmer only missed Thumb Ring. It is, but it just goes to show how insane Cav Archers are. I mean, it's 29 Cav Archers, guys. That ain't nothing. Interesting that you feel like you can take this fight. I don't know if that's a good idea. Again, Thumb Ring would be huge, of course, if your Civ had it, but that's a lot of dead stuff here. Also, a bunch of knights are running around. Yeah, that's probably still pretty bad for Lewis. Yeah, I mean, a lot of units died right there. Leary's grabbing Handcart. Knight plus Skirmisher is still going to be a very solid army composition. Well, Georgians at least have regenerating Cav Archers, which it's a very good unit to have regeneration on. ACA, yes, indeed. Guys, Lewis has 2/3 of his eco idle right now. Like, the economies are just simply not competitive at this point. The villager numbers are close, but Lewis is at 16% eco efficiency. I mean, it's not much, yeah, for sure. Anyway, Leo's getting a castle here. I mean, Lewis's eco is going to start to rebound a little bit, but Leary's is still just humming along. And again, significantly better eco upgrades, having handcart in and even horse collar. Leary's going to have that 4th TC in a moment. A lot of those CA are low HP, so they should be getting healed up. That monk is still being very sad and lonely. Anyway, Leary's going to click up to imp here and should win the game. It absolutely matters for Khmer. I don't know why it matters, but it does matter. Anyway, imp should kill Lewis here. Inside the farm? Yeah, but it's it's still a big food income boost, even for Khmer, when, like, the Berberville bonus, or the Bohemian bonus with Fervor, isn't really a significant farming increase. Like, movement speed bonuses are not that important for farms. It's the carry capacity that makes a huge difference. It's why Aztec farms are super good. Well, not as good as they used to be, but still very good. But of course, with Khmer, the carry capacity is kind of a moot point, so like I don't actually know how that works. Yeah, Cavalier alone would end the game. In for Lewis, but he is still exceptionally far behind. More knights running in. And Leary will still, I mean, I guess a semi-predictable 3-1, but it's been a weird series. Yeah, I mean, Lewis isn't developing anything close to a good army for Khmer. I mean, an imp it can kind of work out, but I mean, you want to make a unit your Civ is good with in the late game. His way up. Yeah, the issue is that you can't wall on this map, so you're still super open, so Leary will just kill you with the timing. No, I wouldn't even call this a very good game. In a conscription, Cavalier plate barding armor are going to be in. You already have Blast Furnace as the Magyars, which is always nice. And just go kill him. Just kill him. Nice job from Lewis to take the high ground and going to make Leary at least wait for his +4 defense. Chain barding armor coming in, but what are you going to do? Out Nightline Magyars with Khmer when you're behind in eco? Alright, there you go. Now the upgrades are in. Now you're good. Now we just wait. We're just waiting. Pike, I do not think Pikeman would save Lewis. There is no unit that saves you when you're down 12,000 resources at this stage of the game. Have your entire economy idle. Oh yeah, Monk is still here, for sure. Yeah, Paladin's gonna be here, just, you know. Saved him? That's true. All right, GG, well played. 8% difference in eco efficiency. Leary simply able to overrun Lewis, and that was very, 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 very weird. But Leary made it work, and that is all that matters. So still, Leary winning when he is expected to win. And we will have to see. And then, yeah, Sebastian Sato is the next set. I think this one could also be... Well, also, the first series wasn't very good. This series could maybe be very good. The interview? I will. Now we get to wait, guys, because we get to do the whole interview, and then we get to watch the draft live.
I said I get lazy and I don't do it, so I just scam you the full 20.
Oh, whoops, that's Hera. My bad. I'm like, wait, why do I see Hera? Ah,
Incredible here. Scouts, but he doesn't see it.
Scouts, right? With upgrades, he doesn't see it. So now what he does, look, he fights that spearman and so on. You see, just kill one villager. He lost 2 scouts there. Look.
But he also take a scout, and the other are really low
It doesn't
HP
matter.
here.
It's-
Look.
Yeah. So now you can pause. Why he could go all the way around and then we can move. If he goes a little bit to the back and see the stable and see one scout inside the beginning, he would never take that fight. He doesn't lose a single HP on his scouts. Lewis himself. And his top part, look at how much he has on gold now. Luis.
Yes. Yeah, he has
6
6.
on gold and everything. No, he just leave 3 there, keep doing archer and keep doing scouts. And Leary can never catch up. Because the problem is you have no spearman as come here because you don't do the barrack. So Leary is counting on that. He doesn't know I'm going just to go get a bunch of scouts that cheaper, got the tech, got the defense, and I clean it up. But the only reason he cleaned it up is because Lewis didn't know about
That's
it.
fire, yeah.
So if you go up a little bit
Anyway,
further,
I'll be right back, guys.
he would see game changes. I promise you. That's why it should be closer.
We will ask now. We will ask now to who? To Leary. I'm gonna ask to Leary, and I will be back to you. Okay,
Ask him.
Fire? Okay.
Of course.
Okay. Here we are with Leary, not with Louis or what. You know, we had a lot of fun, Leary, because we were having Leary, Louis, who is who? Red, blue, what happened here? Better to not know. But congratulations, Leary.
Thank you.
How you feel about your performance? And we will analyze now the games in a moment.
I think it was fine. Obviously, maps are pretty tricky. And I know Lewis prepares a lot, so I knew some cheese was coming. But overall, pretty fine. Can't complain.
Okay. And about the Skukutsa, were you surprised that he let you could both pick Mongols and then you have Mongols in this map? I think this is a big advantage for you, no? Mongols is insane.
Yeah, they felt pretty good. I didn't really play them too much because I thought they were always going to be banned. But they let me have them, so very kind, you know. So.
It's a fun boy.
Am I supposed to watch something, a stream or something? Or?
Yeah. Oh my God, this professional. Let me put pause. You watch the stream on
here.
Discord and you see the highlights.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, like the last edition, man. This is professional channel. Okay, you see here all the battles.
True.
We can go back to the highlights if you want. Look. For you,
That's fine. I
we
remember.
start the highlights again here. You see, and we were talking about the Mongols, and you were telling that it was, for me, Mongols is the best civilization in this map.
Yeah, probably. I mean, I got like 4 or 5 deers. They work, almost 50% faster. So not really a big secret that I will be ahead the resources and then can just snowball from there. Yeah, very messy map, but very hard to play as well. I thought he would try to FC at some point even, because he was up a bit later. Maybe that was his plan originally. I'm not sure.
Yeah, but FC in this map.
I thought the same, but then he was up so late, and I was like, well, must be doing something.
Okay, we will talk about the going up late because it happened also in some other map for you, but that will be the last game. But in this one, when you get this initiative, because you are, you here has less villas, but you are attacking it in the initiative. Can you catch up in this map? Like, if you keep doing army constantly, because it's feel that it's so complicated. Like Luis maybe should go for
Yeah.
Castle Age.
If I have a hole and he gets in with the scouts, and obviously I'm gonna lose like five, 6 villagers, and then suddenly I can't really afford anything, even though I reach Castle Age. But at the same time, I'm doing damage here, so he's never going up to Castle Age, and then just CA just scales super well. So if I don't take massive damage from this point on, the game is just over. So I just have to focus on defense, and that's obviously easier if you know your game plan already.
Okay. Were you feeling that at this point, even if he was coming very aggressive with towers and scouts, you were still having the game?
At this point, the game was over. Yeah, I knew. Obviously, if he's coming forward with towers as well, it means that he isn't up to Castle Age. So I knew I just had to keep making CA, not lose everything to like a few scouts, and then the game ends.
Okay. Okay. Explain me the game number 2. What happened here?
It's just a gamble, you know. Like it's like we both rolled the dice. I rolled a 4 and he rolled a 6. That's the best way to explain it.
What we were talking this morning, right? More or less, or yesterday. I don't remember when it was.
It's like if I go fast feudal age and he FCs or he survives, I lose. If I go fast castle age, he goes feudal age, or in this case, I go fast feudal or he goes fast castle, I lose because he can just all in. I thought he was gonna boom on land. I mean, boom on water with Burgundians. I didn't really think about. I thought about the fast castle for a little bit, and I was like,
look his fish. But look his fish. He got a lot of hand. He did 4-5 maximum fishing ships, no more. And then
yeah, so I realized, but then I already realized it was too late, and then obviously there's no defending this. Yeah, I mean, if we both go fast castle, I just win the water, and I can defend on land, or I can just expand, make monks, siege, whatever. Then I'm fine. I can just go CA. Like this, I went feudal age. He kind of went fast castle, so you know, it is what it is. But yeah,
maybe for the player is worse, but or maybe not. It's not better that there's really several options. Like you are not 100% sure that the one strategy is gonna work. That maybe sometimes it works, but maybe all the time it doesn't. I think it's better in reality.
Multiple strats, but the issue is on Nomad is you can't really explore what your opponent is doing. Like with his uptime, he could have very easily been semi FC or even fast feudal age. So it's hard. It's like you don't have a scout, right? So you just like, okay, he's going to do this. I will counter it with this. And once I realized he's going FC, it was already too late. So I was already dead at that point.
There's some maps, Leary, that has a horse. But if you put a horse in the Nomad maps, it can also remove the beauty of the Nomad, right?
I guess I have to pick Hans or something. In that case.
For example. Anyway, in this one, you spotted very quick that he was going very aggressive. I believe that was the main key here.
Once I spot the barrack, I know what his eco is going to look like. Very rough, very messy. He can't afford double bidax. Neither can I, but you know I have a range and 4 range units already, so I don't need to. And from this point on, as soon as I clear the man at arms, I'm ahead in land. I'm ahead in upgrades. I have Viking wheelbarrow and kill his transport as well. So it was just a very quick snowball.
Also, at this point, if I'm not mistaken, you were having like 10 farms already with wheelbarrow, and he didn't have a single one, for example. So your eco was going to explode.
Very good for that.
Yeah. Okay. Well, this game at this point was more or less over here. And then what happened in the next game? I'm gonna go for the next highlight. I think I can do it myself. Yes, there you go.
This time,
were you trying to go fast castle?
I rolled a 6. I thought he would go fast castle. That's why I thought I'm just gonna mirror it.
I love it.
He was gonna FC.
Okay, I love it because I said I was discussing a lot with my co-caster with Fire, and I was Fire think that he's going fast castle into Scorpions or something like this, or whatever.
I thought so as well. Like who the hell plays normal scouts against Magyars? Which psychopath? Lewis, I guess.
Psychopath. Okay, you call it live to Louis psychopath, man? Dude, man,
who plays normal scouts against Magyars on an open map, you know? Like, Khmer's like the worst civ to go up against this. If I just go normal scouts, we're both playing full scouts, and I just have better scouts.
Okay.
I thought he would for sure go FC. There was no other way.
And then when you notice that he's not doing that, you were even thinking, okay, I'm going to keep myself fast castle, or then you decide, okay, no, I need to adapt, and what was your thought here?
I had to adapt pretty quick. As soon as I saw the second scout, I thought like, oh shit. Then I just had to go commit to feudal age, but he was stuck in archers, right? So on this map, archers is like kind of rough because you can see he can never move out. I'm just running around and dancing on his forehead. He has to chase me all the time. His eco is messy, and I'm just on my best unit, right? Like cheaper +2 attack for free. It's just so smooth. So.
I can't believe that you don't want archers, man. Not in this map. Archers are not great here.
Well, we saw what happened when he made archers. You know, he killed two
Okay.
villas and then just never ever anything again.
Well, at this point, you were already 6 villas ahead, but he was keep trying and trying for a little bit. Were you feeling that this snowball amount of cav archers could do enough damage to come back? Because he killed you actually many villas.
Yeah, like at this point, I only have light cav knights and scorpions, but the scorpions aren't really that effective because he can still make knights. And I can't really defend more than one area of scorpions. I can't just send 7 scorpions here and there, so it's hard to defend with scorpions. So I had to switch to skirms. If I stayed on light cav, I probably would die. But with the skirm transition, the better eco, I managed to defend somewhat. Wasn't the cleanest defense. I wasn't really certain if I wanted to do skirms, or maybe I can just stick to scorpion, monk, siege, knights. But the skirms was correct after all.
Okay, I think
Skirms
Fire
is
wanted to ask you.
always
Fire,
correct.
you're here, right? You can ask him whatever you want to ask. I mean, the highlight is already over. Here's the,
Hey,
here's the
buddy,
game.
how you doing?
What's up, man?
Congrats on the win.
Thank you.
Okay, so do you remember when he started doing scouts and getting upgrades?
When I made the upgrade on my scouts, the last
Yeah,
map?
you're doing scouts there in the back, right? He
Yeah.
killing a villager. He lost 2 scouts and 1 HP on the other one for 1 spearman because of a villager, right?
Yeah, my berries.
He never sees you doing scouts. If he goes like 1 tower up,
Yeah, I
he
know,
sees
I
the
know.
stable, and then he keeps doing army, right? So I'm
Yeah.
telling Mem,
I
the
have a
game could go
corgi
very
area.
differently. It would be much closer. It could be different. And it's like,
it's
no,
too
no, no,
early for
total
that.
domination. Sure, after Lewis kind of screwed up the thing because he didn't see. And that's the beauty of the game, right? And that's that I wanted to point out, but he doesn't understand. Like, you know what I mean, right? Like, he doesn't understand.
Do you still want to do you still to want to come back to Caucas with me? You said.
You love me, man. Come on. Love doesn't end like that. Just because. of
Leary,
this. Just because
with
you, right?
love like this, who need enemies, right?
True,
You
true,
remember,
true.
but Leary knows what I mean. Like, he's just
Like,
literally.
I don't know. I feel like I've lost like 60 viewers during this whole process. I mean, I did, and it's like,
which is weird.
come on, man.
Imagine
I-
Leary.
Are people really
imagine
gonna
the whole
wanna
casting like this, and I was
around for this?
who he's
Crazy,
talking.
man.
Leary, it was almost the same, you know. I
at this
couldn't
point, just call us
focus
Leary,
anymore.
but-
I couldn't
Yeah,
focus
I mean,
anymore.
If
That
he
was
didn't
kinda
lose a single
obviously.
scout there, I
Yeah.
probably have to wait for like 4 scouts. But
Yeah,
then
and
again,
he's
he
keeping
was expecting
armies,
me to go
different-
FC, right? So
Yeah.
if he expects me to go FC, like 1.5 scouts for a villager is worth it because every villager he kills is
exactly
like massive.
But that was like so thin because it's 1 tile up that his scout was there, right? He goes
Yeah.
1 tile, he sees it, and the game changes. That's the
Yeah.
whole point only.
Yeah, small nuances. Like
Yeah.
if I don't go FC, the game
That's
looks
what
way
makes this
different.
channel
And
special.
if I go fast field late, he goes FC, the game looks way different, and I might die to like some
The
cheese.
game is so good.
It's like
But
have to adapt on
again,
the spot and-
personally, Leary, I like this a lot. I hate when there's a map that you know that you have one strategy, it's 100% over. It's also boring.
I'm bored. Yeah. I mean, okay, it's one thing to do the interviews. It's another thing. Oh my goodness, we've at least started the draft. Nope, never mind. We haven't started the draft yet. It's like requesting to collaborate with the person. I don't know, it's kind of weird. Oh boy. Uh 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 It could be Kazakhstan. Or the Russian steppe. You know, can't really say one way or the other. Kazakhstan? I have never once been led astray by chat. But not Slavic, that would make it Kazakhstan. I mean, it looks like a larger town over here. Could be Mongolia, yep. I don't think Mongolia would have a town of this size, though, that isn't Ulaanbaatar. King residence? I want to reside like a king. Chinese influence? No, they don't like China very much. Russia was happy to keep them as a buffer state. So they kind of let the Mongols do their own thing. Anyway, I don't know. I think Kazakhstan's pretty fair. Here. Oh, it was Mongolia. I didn't think Mongolia had towns of that size. Baganur. Is in Mongolian? Rip. Rip, rip, rip. This is a great game of GeoGuessr here. Wait a minute. Skirt! Could it be that last bastion of all scoundrels? Denmark. No amount. Well, also the Danish flag. I mean, that was kind of a little bit of a giveaway. Röding and Gram. Oh, there's a road. So I thought that was like the distance. I'm like, is there anything that's far away in Denmark? All right, so you need to see where 449 is. Oh, here's Roding, and here's Gram. So... we're like halfway. Traveling east. Like here, right? Oh, was it from Gram? Okay, then we're right here. So close. We got so far. Wow, that was a terrible game of GeoGuessr, man. Like, we did well in Europe. We did very well in Italy, and we did very well in Denmark. Bhutan, Nepal wasn't awful, but then we had the frickin' Central Asia, and then we had Georgia to not Saskatchewan, Alberta. These guys. And wrong because a lot of it looks exactly the same.
He lost so many archers too. I think Lear is losing so many here.
Oh my goodness. Hold on, let me just set this up real quick. Northammed. All right, we got that set up. Real Madrid Royal Rumble? I don't know. All right, we'll try to struggle through this again. Brief glimpse of Streaker. Okay, I have no idea what the indicator is. So... go around the outside of the other fodder. Brief glimpse. Frontally. So... I mean, you could spell... Oh. So the definition is brief glimpse. The fodder is Streaker half. So it's a selection. So it's the first letter. Leary one. So I did finish learning section. ST F. So wait, oh, tackled by half. So we use like half of the front here. Flash. Tackled. Could be flash. Wow, nice. FLASH. So yeah, it was mostly this with the front letter here. Oh, okay.
Today's cryptic crossword clue is brief glimpse of Streaker frontally tackled by halfback. And this clue comes to us from one of our members, Greg Lewis, with Liam. They workshopped it together. And when Liam first sent me this clue and I read it and I solved it and I looked at the answer, I thought we could be a little bit more direct about this clue because of the relationship between the answer, as you'll see, and this idea of a streaker. But Liam talked me round because I think the beauty of this clue, as I realized, is in its subtleties, in its innuendo. Because we start with brief glimpse, which could be a quick look at something, but is it actually a glimpse at the streaker's briefs? Is it a brief glimpse? That's kind of funny. And then frontally tackled as well. If you could choose a way to tackle a streaker, it wouldn't be a frontal tackle, I don't think. It would be some other kind of tackle. So I think there's kind of this humor to this clue that you get a brief glimpse of a streaker as they're being frontally tackled by this halfback stepping up to do their duty. But when it came to solving the clue, I started with the part that I haven't talked about yet, which is halfback, which is one of those words that can be its own fodder and indicator. We could be being told to take half of the word back, either the BA or the CK, or we could be told to reverse half, to take half and read it back, read it backwards. And we should try both, but I guess a clarifying question is, how many letters do we want to end up with after we've done one of those? Do we want to end up with 2 letters, half of back, or 4 letters, half read backwards? We'll only know when we look at the rest of the clue, and we're told that whatever that combination of letters is, tackles streaker frontally. Streaker frontally is tackled by those letters. And streaker frontally just gives us one letter, the front of the word streaker, an S.
This map and morass. Hey, Bosmo, that's how we do it, guys. It's half cooked? Yeah, it's all too intelligent for little old me. Alright, hopefully we'll get to the civs in a second, and then we'll get into the game, and then we'll be able to continue on our merry way. 5 minutes? Oh yeah, definitely not something I am good at. Hopefully we will get the civs in just a moment. Our pattern matching? Yeah. I'm sure we'll get... Stop getting there with the blowtorch rip. I'm actually really bad at crosswords. Oh boy. Wait, what? Oh, fine. Oh, it's a timer. Oh no, this is rough. Out here. All right, so my brothers are adjacent to me, and my first roommate is right below me. So A2 is Zoro. This has to be either, I guess these two are Ace and Sabo. Where am I? Great one. I was fighting Kuma in E6 and I got lost. The two people I spent the 2 years of my time skip are both in row 4, so Perona and Mihawk. So E6 is Kuma. Dragon Son is in the same row as his son and his second in command, and he is adjacent to two characters. Okay, so this is Sabo, and this is Ace. And he is adjacent to two characters who can turn into dragons. Isn't that just Momonosuke and Kaido? All right, so Roger is the furthest from Luffy, and Whitebeard is in one of the corners. Okay, so all for post-time skip Yonko are in the same diagonal as Whitebeard, and Rayleigh is to the right of my son. I share a diagonal with Odin and Perona. Wait, Perona is in row 4. So this would have to be Perona. Oh no, wait, Perona could be over there as well. Still not done with the bands yet, guys! Wait, Whitebeard is in one of the corners. Right? Yeah, Whitebeard is in one of the corners. Wait. Oh, the post-time skip Yonko. What is this? It's One Piece logic puzzle. So Whitebeard has to be either here or here. Oh, that's right. Everyone in Luffy's column is a Straw Hat. Because it says Whitebeard is in the corner. That brat Odin is adjacent to Roger, and Odin's son is in the same column as his father. Well, then, yeah, we're trying here. Son. And Odin's son is in the same column as his father. Wait a minute. I think we can. So. Ido is one of these. He shouldn't be that much older? That's right. Yeah, they should be around the same age. Well, I mean, Odin obviously died a lot earlier. Wait, so Odin and his father are in the same column. Yes, this has to be Odin. Because Odin could be either here or here, but because he shares a diagonal with Rayleigh. Shanks and Buggy are in the same row. Okay. So, Momonosuke is over here. Who's next to the guy who can turn into dragons? Is in the same row as his... Dragon's over here. And is adjacent to characters that can turn into dragons. So does that mean this has to be Kaido, right? Because Kaido is in a diagonal here. All post time skip Yonko. And then Dragon is in the same row as Luffy. So I think this has to be Kaido. Yep. There are 5 supernovas in this quiz, and they are columns A and B. Still not done with the draft, guys. How long has it been between the series? All right, so Dragon has to be one of these two. 13 minutes left, I know. I wish there wasn't a timer. For those of us who are a little slow. Hey, we got the draft done! Yay! All right. Let's just do this. Just redo it? Yeah, that's true. Wait, oh, he shares a diagonal with Perona. And... oh, there was something about that. Timer's Navy 2 campaigns? Oh. I mean, Momonosuke is here. Oh, wait a minute. Doesn't this have to be Momonosuke? And then this has to be Dragon. Yep. Boom! Sanji is in A6. And Kinemon... Carrot is somewhere in the grid, but she is the only female in her row. She could be here. As these are all dudes. I heard one of my rows only has women in it. Hmm. So we need one of these rows, F or 3 or 4. Oh wait. I sent qualify Nico Robin. She should be adjacent to her by now. Yeah, Rayleigh, Odin, and Perona. But Perona's one of these two. And one of these rows is all women, so if we can find another woman. Oh, we're in the lobby! I share a diagonal with Odin and Perona. It implies that they're all in a diagonal. Wait, Shanks. Wait, the 5 supernovas are in this quiz in their columns A and B, and 2 of them E4 or D3? Share a diagonal? Maybe. And then Perona could be A4, I guess. Or I guess Perona could be here too. Hmm. Shanks and Buggy are in the same row. Wait. Doesn't Shanks has to be in this diagonal, right? Wait a minute. I'll post time skip Yunker in the diagonal with Whitebeard. But how are Shanks and Buggy in the same row? Am I crazy? Aren't they both post time skip Yonko? Am I going crazy? Oh my god, come on, guys. Big Mom Kaido defeat? Okay. Yeah, once the timer gets low, I'll just take a screenshot and then we can quickly replace them. I guess that's after Marineford, but before Luffy defeats Big Mom and Kaido. Are Shanks and Blackbeard? Yeah, one of these rows is all women, but that doesn't necessarily preclude another, like, Big Mom not being, like, right there, for instance. Oh, I failed to download match content. Awesome. That's still a 53-second wait. Only Yonko, that's a woman? Oh, yeah, so I guess Big Mom is either here or here. But we don't know. We need to fill in one of these rows with hopefully a dude. But yeah, Shanks has to be one of these as well, right? And then Buggy's next to Shanks. Yeah, Shanks. Oh, I hear sounds. Oh my goodness, guys. We're good. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. We've lost like a gajillion viewers, but that's okay. Come back and no. All right, guys, here we are. Our second series of the day. It will feature Sito in the blue as the way to the west, and to the east in the red as the Portuguese. It will be Sebastian. So. I think it really goes to show that Way are literally being picked on closed maps, man. What is the world coming to? Portuguese, though, very typical pick for a closed map like this. Could go monks, could go for organ guns and monks. I wouldn't love a tower rush from Portuguese, although I do think it would be very solid from Way if they can keep Sebastian in Feudal Age. Because then he can really get a big lead with those eco upgrades.
Estou pronto.
Mill coming in here for Sebastian, so we'll have to see how this one goes. Yeah, these are two players that really have high highs, but are a little inconsistent. Sebastian's been more consistent recently, but Sito absolutely has the ability to take down Sebastian, so I'm pretty curious to see how the series is going to go. We will have to see. Just going to be luring in some deer from the middle of the map is both players. Already some extra wood income from the forage bushes here for Sebastian. Already chopping through to that stone is both players as well. You definitely don't want to get caught out because you weren't paying attention to where exactly your lumberjacks are. And then you need stone, and then you don't have stone. And then you're very sad.
Olá.
So we shall see. Yeah, no, don't just leave the gate open. I don't know if you guys have ever done this on a map where you need to push deer through a gate like Hideout, where you need to, like, you leave the gate open to push the deer through with like a sheep or something, and then the enemy just runs through it and is suddenly in your base annoying you. You don't want that. Or they steal your goat. They get your goat. Anyway, what is Sebastian doing here? He's already, like, walling-ish, kinda. But you can't full wall this because of the icy terrain. Still, if either player was tower rushing, they would have clicked up by now, so that is not going to be the case. Your prediction? I think it's 3-2 Sebastian. I think it could be a very good series. Anyway, Sebastian has chopped through. He does have Feudalage clicked up, so he will be going up on 25 pop. So if it is going to be for a castle drop, and we'll have to see if he goes over to stone, it's going to be a very, very fast, like, all-in sort of castle drop. Sato, meanwhile, is going to be going fast castle as well, but what exactly he's going to do with it is a bit more up in the air. He could go light cav to try and counter a monk rush. He could go for Shanbei Raiders just to try and take some map control. He could just add eco, depending on how passive Sebastian plays it.
Wait.
But yeah, at the very least, it's probably either light cav or John Bay. Yeah, 26 pop. Pretty normal uptime. I mean, I guess you could say that 25 is technically a bit more standard for a more eco-oriented Civ. With a 9 build start, but yeah, that's fine. And again, neither player is on stone yet. And there is a barracks for Sebastian, so, I mean, it's not like Sebastian can't just go light cav and try and play for a bit of map control and pretend that it's arena. Well, that would be a bit stranger. Yeah, I'm quite curious. My guess would be that you're going for Xianbei Raiders as Sato and just, you know, living your life as Dawei. But it could be light cav. Sebastian is up there. Okay, so Sebastian just gonna go light cav. You'd think that it wouldn't be the best idea in a world of Wei having a significantly better eco, but let's see what Sebastian has in store. So yeah, I mean, it looks like they're both going to go light cav. Almost mirrored builds. Sebastian's just up one bill sooner. Kind of odd. Again, you'd think that there would be something clownier happening from somebody. Also, he did get double bit axe early. Is he going to have enough food for Castle Age still? Looks like he's fine, yeah. But yeah, I mean, both could just add a TC on the stone, add a TC on one of the golds on the outside, and be on their merry way. Horse Collar should come in for both. Nowadays, you can actually get double bit axe before Horse Collar. With your fast castle builds, because the Horse Collar will still retroactively apply to the farm, so you want to get that wood income going a little bit faster. It is technically more efficient. Anyway, Sebastian is ahead in resources for the time being. Just been taking the forge bushes more intensively. I'm not too sure, honestly. I mean, you do get the extra wood from the forge bushes, but that's honestly a very nice opening for Sebastian in terms of just pure efficiency. But both players are adding him the light cav, so it's all fine. But that's it. I still have a big concern for Portuguese here. Like, Portuguese are the better closed map Civ than Wei by a decent bit. The issue is that this map is much more open than most closed maps. Now, the map control is super important, and Portuguese are really good at locking down one specific area with, you know, castles, monks, bombard cannons, organ guns, all that stuff. But Wei can run around everywhere with their cavalry. And there certainly is a very real advantage to that. Light cav going to be on the way. Both players have 3 scouts for now. A couple hits there from Sato. Second TC? Yeah, just pretending that this is a very normal passive arena game. That Sato is going to have that eco upgrade advantage with the Wei. Monastery coming in for him before an additional town center. Wei can't afford to stay on the 1 TC longer because of those extra villagers. Osaw coming in faster, though, for Sebastian. And just the 1 spearman here for Sato. And he will have light cav as well in just a second. And there's the second TC. So, I mean, small adaptations, small differences, but by and large, both players are just chilling. 4 vills on gold is actually too much, though. Not too sure what you're doing with 4 vills on gold. He doesn't even have a market, so this is actually just not efficient from Sebastian. You only need 2 vills on gold if you're going for light cav plus monks. Maybe 3 if you are also getting a very early light cav upgrade, but definitely not 4. You can see just banking up gold for no real benefit. Note that Sato only has 3 vills on gold right now. I actually have no idea what Red is doing. Like, what is he spending this gold on? He can't spend it on anything. He has 7 vills on stone as well. Just the 1 here for blue. And yet nobody's added a 3rd TC just yet. Eco upgrades are going to be identical, but Sebastian doing a nice job keeping his idle TC time low, and so they are going to be even in villagers for now, despite the extra eco units for the way. So great macro from Sebastian, all things considered. And again, we're sending a bunch of bills to gold with literally nothing to spend it on. I am very bamboozled. Almost no vills on wood at the moment. Okay, there's a monastery, but... Guys, what on earth is happening? Monk not wanting to get sniped there. We have lots and lots of relics incoming. Remember that Sato did go ahead and grab that monastery immediately, but this is the danger when you go for that very fast monastery, is that there just isn't a way to prevent Light Cav from sniping your monks like this. It's literally not possible if they are in a good position. Alright, we'll be for a castle here. Gonna secure that middle with a castle. I mean, I guess it could be a castle on his opponent's face, but that would be much riskier. Yeah, just gonna try and secure the middle with it. Researching Loom makes your villagers harder to kill. And the castle will be here. You can go for some organ guns if you want to. You don't have to worry about redemption monks with the way. They are literally an irredeemable civ in so many ways. But it will be 3 TCs to 2 in just a moment. Well, monks are coming out, and organ gun production has started here for Sebastian. That said, relic number 2 is about to be here for Sato, and of course there are 7 to take on this map. And as far as I can tell, Sato is just going to be getting very far ahead in resources in the not too distant future. A little bit more idle TC time, more monks, more organ guns coming out here for Sebastian. He's queuing up a lot of organ guns, actually. I mean, if anything, just drop a market. Esto pronto. There's the 3rd TC. Okay, so... I mean, we're looking at relatively minor differences in what their approaches are. That said, I do think that Sato's is a bit more efficient overall. Still, like I said, the overall civ is going to be much better for Portuguese, and the researching Loom makes her villagers harder to kill! How many times do I have to say this? Oh, Sebastian, Sebastian, Sebastian. Why does no one ever listen to me? Or the William Wallace narrator. And that's 3 dead vills immediately. And delaying that 3rd TC. Loom, I mean, as soon as you're sending vills outside the walls, I think you get Loom. But, whoa! Okay, we have a, hey, Wong Cav coming out. I mean, when you're on 2 to 3 TCs, like, it really doesn't matter. Heavy Plow coming in. And this is still a bit scary, for sure. Need that mangonel. Yep, we do have the 1 petard. It does require 2 to bust down the stone walls, though. Sanctity going to be in here for the bunks, and... Again, we have this dichotomy where I think Sato's execution... Well, I think both his strategy and execution have been a bit better, but Sebastian's civ is better, and he's at least doing a good job of recognizing his good long-term army composition. There's the market coming in, which feels like it could have been in a while before. Maybe another dead vill. Nicely done from Sato. Boom up. Weird CA timing. Yeah, I mean, that's how the way works. Anyway, Scale Barding Armor is in, and those Hagwon Cav are going to be very good against the organ guns. Will deal 2 damage per bullet. And Redemption's on the way. And to be fair, Mangonel's in a very awkward spot, and I think Sebastian did recognize that. Yeah, he saw the siege workshop there, and it just chose to punch in the other direction. That's a great move from Sebastian. Redemption's coming in, though, but you need the monks to buddy up. Oh, this is getting really weird really fast, guys. Oh my goodness, Redemption's now in. You can just go ahead and convert the Mangonel. Oh, jeez. Oh, that is all sorts of not happening, Sato. Organ guns are going to get sniped over there, but yeah, that is not happening, and those bills are in a really bad spot. What the doubt is happening? Oh! What a weird thing to do right there. Why don't you send your villagers no support? That was a bit of a Sith throw move. Lightcap gonna snipe the monk? Right, yeah, I really don't understand that. There's another conversion, and right now it's big advantage here for Sebastian. There's only 3 military units for Sato. Another Mangonel's trying to trundle on over. And doesn't even get a shot off right there. Organ guns are starting to go down, and the castle will be in. Does he go Tiger Cav here? Okay, he's queuing up Tiger Cav. And I know, Tiger Cav are a very silly unit. But, like, what do they give you here? I mean, again, like I said, there's something to be said for just making the best unit available to your Civ. But it feels like they're just going to get converted by monks, and they're going to slow down your Imperial Age time by a significant margin, of which Sebastian's just going to click up right now anyway. And he's ahead in resources because he killed so many villagers, and he's on his way up. You can see Sato is well ahead in food collected, but he's just spending so much right now. That's a castle coming in, though, in a very good position. Sebastian's going to get another castle in the middle. Or Devotion? Yeah, but then Sato would also be able to click up. So, I mean, this mid to late castle age has really just been all Sebastian here. Tiger Cat, that just feels like it's very weak against all the monks. I mean, Devotion is good, but... I mean, how do you keep the castles alive? You need castles for Tiger Cav. You just camp up here with some Trebs and monks, and I really don't know what Sato plans on doing. Top 3 silliest units? Ooh, there's a lot of silliness out there. Definitely Tiger Cav. And it's like silly overpowered. Traction Trebs. And Lechai. Yeah. Those feel like the silliest units. I mean, like, stuff like Mangadai and Keystores are also up there, but they're attached to civs that have much greater weaknesses. Engagements just aren't very good. I mean, yeah, Kongs are a very silly unit, but Spanish aren't a silly civ. Anyway, I mean, this is quite scary. There are 8 monks on the field, though. Love the speeding up and slowing down. So it's not like Sato's not getting any value, but Imp is about to be in. 55 bills on wood. That is a very rough eco balance. To Manaspa? They're more expensive, but more powerful than Manaspa, generally speaking. That said, Manaspa are very good in both Castle and Imperial Age, whereas Tiger Cav are mostly obscene in Castle Age. Oh my goodness, that's a bit mass delete right there. Like I said, block printing is going to be on the way, double Trev production's going to be coming in, and I just don't think that Sato can keep these castles alive, and then without the castles, then you can't make the Tiger Cav. Hello, mighty stroker of goats. Sebastian is losing a ton of bills. I mean, those guys are also all trapped, but he can add Infaderias, he's fine. Oh, and he's taken all the stone already. He's out of stone. I mean, I guess Sato is about to be out of stone as well. I mean, I guess the map just doesn't have that much overall. Another TC there to the north. Make Faderias? He could, but right now his eco is kind of a mess. But like I said, you're going to snipe the castles, and then, yeah, 19 Tiger Cav and 4 Rams are very scary, for sure. But, I mean, you're just going to be stuck. More organ guns are coming out. I don't really... I mean, organ guns are fine, I guess. They're just a unit to have. More TCs attempting to be established here. They do kill the light out. Anyway, lots of Ram being downloaded. Gonna try and rush the castles with Tiger Cav and Rams, and that is certainly your only win condition at this point, as Sato. Because relying on Sebastian to completely screw up his monk micro seems like wishful thinking. That said, there are the white cav coming in. That said, Sato's food income is not very good, especially relative to all the units he's making. He's now getting forging, though, and this is going to slowly but steadily push forward, and that is a lot of organ guns. Yeah, but Sato chose way here. Oh boy, here we go. Here we go, here we go. I mean, organ guns are very good. I actually think organ guns are underappreciated just how insane they are. But, yeah. Yep. Now you can no longer make any Tiger Cav, and the organ guns should be in sufficient enough number to kill all these light Cav. I mean, you really just want autocruise or bombard cannons or both. 24 organ guns, you still have all of your trebuchets alive, the TCs are going to get sniped in just a moment, and Sebastian is looking very good here to take game number 1. Lots of market usage happening. Again, I wouldn't hate some Faderias. Oh my goodness, what the doubt? Why would you build a castle right where your opponent can just scooch back and treb? Relic's getting ejected as well. Sebastian has 3. You can try and utilize that mobility advantage for sure. That's not a bad thing. But yeah, Aguang just getting converted right there as well. Unfortunately for the Portuguese player, organ guns cost, elite organ gun costs like a gajillion food, by which I mean 1,200. So that's not really something that's useful to get right now, as the eco is a complete mess for Sebastian. But, I mean, you don't kill this army. But yeah, I mean, this is like I said, just scooch the troops back. Even just sent a couple troops back. And all the converted Tiger Cav, of course, make a fantastic meat shield. I mean, yeah, like I said, that castle's not standing alive, and you really sold the farm to get that castle. You're trying to make a mix of Cav units, but... it's just so strange, man. I mean, Sato was in a really good spot up until he tried to build this castle over here. He just could not get that going. He wanted his Tiger Cav and he wanted the map control, but he really needed to pick one or the other. Yeah, Sebastian has 9 Tiger Cav and 3 Aguang Cav. Also, you can do this with the Tiger Cav and the Aguang Cav. We're at 16 monks. Pikeman upgrade coming in. Certainly not a bad thing. Core base getting completely annihilated. Massive advantage in resources destroyed here for Sebastian. Be much better. I mean, that's what I kind of thought he'd go for. He went for light cav in mid game, which I thought was okay. But like, are Ray and Tiger Cav so good that you just always go for them no matter what the situation calls for? Like, even on a close, sort of, I mean, it's close now, right? Is that still what you want to do? Like, I don't 100% know the answer. I mean, like I said, Tiger Cav are pretty silly. But yeah, that just did not work out there. And Sebastian will take Bosmo here for game number 1. 27 conversions. Eat Portuguese? I mean, you can camp with them very effectively. Anyway, thank you to everyone who returned. I know it was a very long wait between games, or between the series, but welcome back, everybody. That's Way losing to Portuguese. I mean, I guess it was a draft win, right? Sato just didn't want to use a high priority civ there, but I would rather just see him play Way on Cenotes. Unless he just thinks Japanese are better there, which is possible. Anyway, hello, Easterno-Cladoma. Thank you for the 2 months. Yeah, absolutely made it work. He did the thing he needed to do, and Border Dispute is next. Alright, back to logic puzzling. Wait, so there are 5 supernovas in this quiz. So Luffy and Zoro. So that means 3 of the supernovas are in these 4 spots. Border Dispute. Oh, I've done Sporkle quizzes in the past for sure. So one of them has to be Bonnie, right? Bonnie's gonna be in the row of all women. Because I think she's the only female supernova. And the other 2 are Law and Kid. Or of the post time skip Yonko. So one of these has to be Law or Kid. Females? Women, females, girls, whatever. Alright. We have the next game. It is Border Dispute. It's a hamstery map, more like Border Dispute. Also, wait a minute, the game volume has been super high, guys. The entirety of last game, and no one mentioned anything. Because I cranked it up for the interview. Boredom Dispute. Alright, guys, Sebastian's gonna be here in the red as the Mongols to the east, Sato in the blue as the Lithuanians to the west. Sebastian did win game number 1. It was a little bit weird, but he certainly made it work. And these are both 2 top-tier aggressive civs for this map. Armindu. I mean, yeah, Mongols are fine. Again, it's an aggressive map. Mongols are good on aggressive maps. It is that simple. You can take extra hunt on the outside. I guess there are some foxes, some mouflons, some hares. But yeah, just getting a very quick start here, no matter what you're doing, is very helpful. That's a very early loom from Sebastian. I mean, I know researching loom makes your villagers harder to kill, but that's a little surprising. And yet, Sebastian's going for the instant rush anyway. Now, you don't know that for sure right now, Sebastian. He's just been hoovering on. Look at this. There are 2 boars in the middle for each player. Yeah, I think so. I mean, and also, like, you have 2 boars that are right here and 2 boars that are right here, so it's not really feasible to lame either. Anyway, look at this toxic player, man. Freaking TM06 toxic! Oh, man. I would absolutely never be able to do that, so cute move there. Look at that. I think it's the perfect lure anyway, and does a ton of damage to his opponent's scout cavalry. That is wild. That 2 militia are crossing the map. Like I said, Loom is already in, but... Oh yeah, that was the last Warlords, right? All right, the militia are here, and there's not be as enough spaces to wall there for Sebastian. Kaisa Kisa. Got Loom coming in now for Sato, so he's certainly going to be looking for a quick feudal edge time behind this. Sebastian still clicks up a little bit ahead, though. Res collected, of course, going to be in favor of Mongols for now. Idle time is still minimal for both players. And it looks like there will be the mill initially placed here on the shorefish as opposed to on the forage bushes. It's only 400 food here versus the, 750? But I guess that you just get that food faster and it's a little bit safer. Barracks is on the way here for Sebastian. Is he going to still open scouts, or is he just going to drop the archery range and go for trash units? But that feels like a play, though, that leans into the strengths of the Lithuanians with their speedy trash units. But still, having a ton more resources is very helpful. All right, this is, as they say, a thing that's happening. Oh my goodness. Peak Age of Empires 2 here. Oh, man. Nonsense, I say. Well, that's great for Sebastian. That is certainly a way to deal with his rush. Not one that you get to do very often, but hey, if it works, it works. A semi-open map. It actually is a chaotic map. Although, honestly, the old border dispute, like, the true border dispute feels a lot more chaotic than this map does. Because that's, like, all the resources, food resources are super exposed and far away from your TC. This just feels like a super aggressive map where the wood lines are really hard to defend, but you can still have all your other resources very close to the TC. Oh, the one I should remember that. That was that with Persians, right? Go for the TC drop. Anyway, we have 1 villain gold right there. Double Bidax and Horse Collar coming in for Sato. And Sato is, like, a little bit ahead. The border minor disagreement. Yeah, I don't know why we have this exact version. This one also has, like, tiny, tiny wood lines for the most part. I don't know. I guess this version... I mean, this is the latter version, too, so they, like, completely changed the map. Well, second mill was built, so you are just getting that extra food here as Sebastian. The rest collected are still quite close, though. Like Cenotes. Like, Cenotes wasn't, like, an insane map, but it was fine. It's like, what is the difference between an open aggressive map and a chaotic map? To me, this feels much more just like an aggressive map. Whereas the old border dispute felt a little bit more chaotic. Like, that one had plenty of Vil fighting in it, too. Like, this is passive in Dark Age and aggressive in Feudal Age, and then kind of aggressive-ish in Castle Age. I mean, I love Socotra. I think it's just a fantastic map. There is a surprisingly large amount of viable civs and strategies for Socotra. Big fan, big fan. Oh, which was the tournament, though, that had the Socotra that you could actually dock on and transport on? That was like, oh my goodness, why are we doing this AoE? Anyway, it is just going to be scouts and trash units here for Sebastian, who is, again, still a little ahead in resources. Was it? No, not Socotra was the one that was like an entire forest. And that was just for team game purposes. Which I understand, because team games tend to be a little bit longer, and you didn't want the players to run out of wood immediately. That one I understood. Oh yeah, but you also only started with 20 stone. That was a little bit weird. Yeah, that was for Battle of Africa. Anyway, Bloodline's coming in. Timo. Yeah, you started with 20 stone, and then you saw players pick Saracen so they could tower rush on it, which was amazing. Now remember, you did get that horse collar upgrade as Sito, so his farming infrastructure will be better going forward. Socotra? Oh yeah, that's pretty crazy. Well, Sito is applying some pressure here. Now I have a corgi scratching at my door. A wonderful caster. Oh, that's so nice. However, I have a corgi scratching at my chamber door. That had the Dockle version? Ah, okay. I guess a certain corgi. Go outside. Hold on, guys. I'm back. Anyway, no vills have been harmed in the making of this game. 4 TCs for Sebastian. That's a very passive style here. Wait, it did? What? What? I don't understand these things. Anyway, we are back now. Gale Barding armor coming in. Now, as we get throughout this game, Lithuanians versus Mongols is a pretty weird matchup. Because both have two of the very best post-imp units in AoE 2, right? The Latus and the Mangudai. Silently streaming professional games? Who knows? Haven't made it back up yet. Oh no. Especially when you want to take a nap. Alright. Sebastian going to try and secure another relic over here. It is, of course, absolutely essential for the Lithuanian player to get those. And getting one from his opponent's side of the map is certainly very helpful. Only one relic here for Sato. You're going to need at least 3 probably here. But so many monks right now here for red. And there's the castle coming in. I think that any talk of like a balanced late game, though. Mayonnaise. Yeah, tower shield skirms are huge, and they help a ton versus Mangudai, especially since they can also maneuver into sniping them a bit more easily thanks to the movement speed bonus. And then Latus obviously just do, you know, a buttload of damage in close range. That said, I feel like we're just getting into a situation when our Civ talk doesn't really matter, because this. I mean, we're getting a huge economic advantage. It is 4 TCs to 2 right now, and Sato's not really doing a whole lot. So, as you know, it's like if the civs were reversed, it would just be a huge advantage for Sato because, again, he's got... Sebastian's got the eco. He's even snagging those relics away from Lithuanians. You can start your Mangudai production now. You've got 26 villagers on stone to add in more. And I am just not at all sold on this plan here from Sato. It's like, what's he doing? Gonna be coming with another castle here in a really good spot. Gonna take gold and stone away from your opponent. And I'm just really confused. Oh, wait, this is happening. Oh, I forgot what time it was. Okay! That is a lot of... I mean, it's 15 dead bills. That's not insignificant. Uh-huh. Oh, that was a doubt castle. LOL. Oh my goodness. All right. Sebastian up 2-0. Yes, there are many jokes to be made about that toy. That was Sato's #1 home map. Number 3 Civ versus number 3 Civ. And Sebastian, we haven't had a sweep yet. But Sebastian, 1 game away from it. Where did I leave the dashboard? Here it is. And looks like Morass will be next. All right, what civs do we have for Morass? Armenians I love. I love Armenians here. Sebastian could go Sicilians or Dravidians. But what I love about Armenians on this map is that they beat all the other men-at-arm rush civs. According to his high maintenance. Corgis are wonderful dogs, but they are not for an owner who doesn't want to take several hours a day to take care of them. Yeah, I think Sebastian goes Sicilians, maybe? Could go Dravidians too, but I think there's Pacific Islands in there, right? Yeah. Oh. Alrighty. It is always time for corgi pets. Oh, he is so happy. All right, 34 seconds, guys. Oh, are we gonna flop over? All right, guys. You're going to be going to Morass. And this group is with Hera in Classic Pro. So yes, Classic Pro feels the most overmatched. So we could actually end up seeing Sebastian versus Sato again in the final round. And that's the thing with GSL style groups is we get these situations where like the players will match up twice and the winner is going to be punished by having to face Hera, and the loser will get the much easier opponent, you know, in quotes, in Classic Pro. So, say Sebastian wins this series, and then Sato wins the second series. Is it like, okay, well, you know, one person got to face Classic Pro and the other had to face Hera. But that's just the downside of the GSL style groups. All tournament formats have their own pluses and minuses. Anyway, Japanese versus Sicilians. What do we think? Now, it's an early drush? Now, Sergeants might win 1v1 against Japanese men-at-arms, although it's probably pretty close. That said, Japanese men-at-arms should still be very cost-efficient. And Sato did a drush in the last game, and it really didn't do a whole lot, so I'm kind of surprised he's doing the exact same thing again. But we'll have to see. Remember, of course, you don't get that attack speed bonus until the Feudal Age. Just taking from the Stragglers right there as well, so he is going to be going for a mill before a lumber camp. Sebastian already with the lumber camp there at the back, and the mill forward. And just now is Sato seeing exactly what's up, but those two bills are walled in. At the very least, though, Sato is currently able to much better saturate the fish. And as we so often see when it comes to these shorefish in the middle maps, the person who can just fling more villagers onto the shorefish in the first place wins the game, because they just have so many more resources that they can turn into more army to secure those more resources, and it snowballs like crazy. That said, Sebastian is up to Feudal Age on 18 pop with Loom, so very, very quick. And remember that the Sicilians can now build a donjon in the Dark Age. Really, really nice change there. Like I think I said in State of the Civs, Sicilians are like the most improved Civ in my opinion. They went from one of the worst designed Civs in AoE to only one that feels just a little underpowered. Anyway, there is the donjon coming in. Oh, not quite able to get those quick walls off in time, though. Some more light poking back and forth. As ya do. Donjons do take forever to build in Dark Age, though, so I mean, that is how they are balanced, and they cannot fire arrows in the Dark Age. And Sato is going to click up in just a moment. And remember, he does have more villagers here than his opponent. Gobble gobble indeed, as we are now going over to the gold. And of course, we will have basically an entire Feudal Age research time advantage here for our red player. Some light poking? Exactly. Oh, villager caught out of position here. I think she will go down. Sebastian going to try some nonsense, but I don't think it's going to work, and she will die, so that is certainly not something that you really want to have happen to Sebastian, especially when you go up so fast. Remember, it's still 18 pop up. Anyway, Sergeant number 1 is out. Compared to men-at-arms, guys, Sergeants have 5 more HP, 1 more melee armor, and 1 less attack. So sergeants very slightly favorably trade with the swordsman line in general, but Japanese swordsmen will probably win even more. Or they'll be able to win. Regular men-at-arms are not able to win. Alrighty. That said, militia aren't going to stand much of a chance at all. And sergeants are faster than militia by a little bit. Areas in the Dark Age, that would absolutely be too strong. That opens up way too many cheese strats. Like, imagine you only have one wood line, it gets towered by a donjon in Dark Age, and then the tower gets quick walled in. Like, you literally just die instantly. It would be very, very sad. DBA coming in here from Sato. It is not researched for Sebastian. And Sato already ahead by 300 resources. And again, this is what I was talking about with just being able to saturate that food. Archery range coming in here. Defensive tower as well. And no problems really so far with what Sato has been doing. We have an archery range here for Sebastian. He's going to try and go for his own archers. But we could be getting into a situation that's just archer v archer, and then one dude has 5 sergeants that are basically fancy paperweights. Target switching bug? Yes, the fun kind of cheese, for sure. Well, most of those militia do get cleaned up. We still just have the one dead villager, now adding in a second mill. Lots and lots of, actually, sorry, a third mill. Lots and lots of fishies to take. Sebastian now going to switch over into skirmishers. Sergeant's still not doing a whole heck of a lot here. You need to make sure you have some bills by the TC, though, because otherwise the sergeants will just run in. And thus far, Sebastian's still going to be able to keep up when it comes to the ranged unit production. And he's got the 6 sergeants still, which are not a bad unit. And the rest collected are also still quite competitive. Second range coming in, not something we see all that often these days. And it's even before a blacksmith. Usually players really prioritize getting fletching. Very tired corgi? Yes. It's exhausting being a corgi. That pure aerodynamic loaf shape. Right, padded archer armor in for both, but that's padded archer armor before fletching here for Sebastian. Always kind of a weird one. It was a change of pace. There you go. Well, stone is now coming in, but the sergeants are able to build those forward donjons. Archer showing up the back here of Sebastian's eco, but those villagers are very well walled in, I think. You should know that? I do. I know that from personal experience. That's why I'm so tired all the time. Well, archers do basically trade with each other, and you do actually save them in the TC, so that's all fine and dandy. And the unfortunate thing for Les Sergeants is that they aren't able to garrison in the tower to do damage, or into the donjon. If garrison sergeants fired arrows, that would be so broken, man. Scale mail armor coming in here as well. And the rest collected are still even. Second tower is being rushed up, but the sergeants will take down the house quite soon. That said, you cannot research... I'm pretty sure you can't research arson at donjons. They have done some changes recently. I'm pretty sure it's just, you know, you're able to research the unit line upgrades. I don't... Yeah. I mean, the sergeants definitely don't have arson researched. Anyway, tower, gonna do a ton of damage here. And a little awkward. But yeah, because the tower is only firing one arrow, the watchtower actually wins this battle despite having much less HP. Still plenty of skirmishers on the field, and not really a whole lot to counter them, because as we all know, in the mighty battle between skirmisher and skirmisher, the army composition that has more skirmishers is going to win. Low HP Vil is able to jump inside the tower. But still, the army quality is higher here for Sebastian, for sure, despite Sito with a 5-villager lead. And he's also got double bit axe, and is ahead in resources. But right now, guys, I'm a little worried that his lack of men-at-arms could be his downfall. And these are fully operational battle skirmishers, and those Vils are dying, and this is not what Sito's looking for. I mean, you can't just go double range archers into a guy who's going pure skirmishers and then also has the sergeants on top of it. Uh-oh, guys. Uh-oh, Spaghetti Mr. Yo. That is a lot of units that are now going to be going down. Sebastian takes the KD advantage. It is 17 army to 4 right now. And it's really just the skirmishers. He made a bunch of archers into a bunch of skirmishers. And, yeah, not great. He is... Well, I mean, how close is he? He has 4 Vils on food because this entire food eco is getting disrupted. And now he's got donjons on both sides here. Forging upgrade now coming in as well. And then this is just a complete nightmare to try and deal with. Trying to trap those villagers, I guess. But now it's a lot of idling. Sito does find a way to click up to Castle Age, at the very least. He's making more archers. That tower is not down yet, but now it is. Lots of Vil fighting, but it's the skirmishers, guys. What are you going to do up against the best unit in Age of Empires 2? That even rhymes. Another tower is being attempted. And at the very least for Sito, Sebastian is also losing some villagers here. In fact, he will lose all of those forward villagers, and these guys might be safe. Now, you're still basically nil when it comes to food income. That tower does go down finally. Look at the ecos. Obviously, it's awful here for Sito. Sebastian especially now ahead in food collected because guess what? He can just do this all the while. Sergeant over there, though, and another donjon is coming in, guys. And it's like, when you hit Castle Age as Sito, what are you even going to do? It's like another Vil did die right there as well to a sergeant. I don't know, guys. It's just a lot of units here from Red, and he's got the towers to support it. And, okay, he's going for a stable, going to have to heavily utilize the market as well. But the Knights aren't going to have any upgrades, and it still feels like Sebastian is in an amazing position. He's going to click up here in just a moment as well. Oh, no. Oh, dearie me. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, that is indeed a hole. All right, so able to react to that about as well as you could ask for. And the Knight is on the way, but Bodkin? I mean, I swear, there's something about players that are always just, like, instinctively researching Bodkin before getting any other Castle Age upgrades, even if they're not even making ranged units. Like, right now, I feel like you'd rather just get some Knight upgrades, right? Like, yeah, Bodkin's nice for the towers, but... I mean, the towers already zone off all these units. Anyway, now it's just the eco completely collapsing for our blue player. Knights, again, 0 upgrades at the moment. Double Sergeant production is incoming. They get an automatic upgrade when they hit Castle Age, remember. Get, what, 4-2 armor, I think, in Castle Age? Get double the armor, basically. Armor and Pierce armor. Well, 5 villagers killed per player, but still, it's just that hefty resource advantage right now for Sebastian. That said, these knights are not getting no damage done, because we love using double negatives when casting. But that feels very unimpressive for Sato. And it's still 21-3 army. Castle Age is going to be here in just a second for our red player. Is down 6 villagers and doesn't have double bit axe, it's true, but still just keeping the vills working so much longer. Chainmail armor coming in. Yeah, sergeants have 4-2 armor in Castle Age and 75 HP, which is a ton. They get literally 50% more HP in Castle Age, guys. Go from 50 to 75. And also 3 more attack. I mean, it's a huge, huge buff. Yeah, plus 25 HP, plus 3 attack, plus 2, and plus 1 armor. Yeah, bonus damage is the same. Ah, here. No, sorry. It's the Sicilian Cav Archers. Oh my god. Guys, every day we stray further from the light. Every day. Sato is attempting another TC, and again, he does have more villagers, not that he probably is aware of that. I mean, Sato has felt pretty dead for a while now. Another donjon coming in. Double bit axe is in. I mean, this is a good TC spot, though. It's further away from your opponent. It secures some more gold access. But Sato doesn't have any food right now, and Red is still able to gather from all of these Fisky mothers. Sato is actually looking to drop a castle, though, in a second. Oh my goodness. Who let the sergeants in? Who? And yes, Samurai do shred sergeants. Sergeants are unique units. And Sebastian there with a little bit of Ornlu gameplay, running right into the TC. Oh, now we are moving to a slightly different location. Here's the castle. We'll, in theory, I think, get both of those donjons, and the sergeants aren't really here to stop it, so if there is a route back into this game for Sato, this is something like this. And a map ladder? You mean the 1v1 Arabia ladder? Yep! Also, I think a lot of the high-level pros are currently boycotting Ladder Arabia because it's somehow too defensive. Which I don't really understand, considering it feels like you have to go up on, like, you know, 18, 19, 20 population every single game. And now the Corgi wants out. Sato doesn't have an army right now. Very active? No, I've heard the pro players complaining about it. Hello. It does really feel like Sato needs one of those army things. But I don't know, guys. Sicilian Cav Archers, pretty good. Podkin coming in. Oh my goodness, guys. Why? Third TC as well here for Sebastian. Get those built nice and quick with Sicilians as well. Oh, he's gonna be on 4 relics too. Wow. So diligent about picking those up. And another donjon. Umerewo. Yeah, Samurai still have their 10 bonus damage versus unique units, so that wasn't reduced when they got buffed. And I love how Samurai, since Age of Kings, are literally the only thing that have bonus damage against unique units. It is the only reason for the unique unit armor class to exist. Literally the only thing that interacts with it. And it has always been that way. Oh no! 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 Why? By the way, I've been told that CA aren't even overpowered. Less bonus damage from Samurai? They do. 40% less bonus damage, but they still take 6 bonus damage from the Samurai. Freaking Sicilian CA? Could just be a regional unit? I mean, it feels like it. But remember, guys, Viper said that you know, you just go for what your civ is good at. You don't see every civ just go skirmishers and cav archers. Anyway, jeez, holy cow, guys. Sebastian got all 7 relics. Wow. That is ridiculous. Up. Oh my goodness, those are some instas if I've ever seen them. That said, the Samurai are here and still dealing a decent amount of damage. What? Why are you talking about the inventor of the steam engine? Angkor is actually only the most famous of many Watts all throughout Cambodia. Anyway, guys, Sebastian can click up to imp. Eco difference is simply way too significant. I mean, my degree is in international affairs with a concentration in Asia. Literally what my studies are. A Stanley steamer? Oh, yeah, my bad. Shh, guys. If we're really quiet, Sebastian won't find Sato's villagers. If Asians? I mean, if only. Anyway, oh my gosh, guys, it's the other unit you can make. It's skirmishers. Yeah, it's been a pretty disappointing day, to be honest. Our first day was super good, but it's been a little bit downhill since then. Hopefully tomorrow will be better. Tomorrow's ACCM MBL, which should be fantastic, and then it's Classic Pro versus Hera, which might not be the best. It'll surely be better. Yeah, Hera versus Classic Pro should surely be better. Anyway, 18 seconds to Imperial Age. Guys, Sicilians don't have heavy cav archer unless I'm misremembering. No heavy cav archer, no thumb ring, no Parthian tactics, no ring archer armor. Five TCs. First 2 games? The series had some okay games. 52 vills on wood, by the way. Not ideal. Half the food collected for Sato. Lewis versus Leary? Oh, yeah. Not great. He's washed? Well, I mean, not everybody can beat the legendary John Slow. Anyway, GG, well played from Sato. 14% less efficient to Nico, and Sebastian will actually take our first sweep of the tournament. Not my expectation for the first sweep of Warlords 5, and yet here we are, and well done and well deserved for our Uruguayan player. So that will be the 3-0 victory for Sebastian. And like I said, tomorrow is going to be ACCM and MBL. That should be, I think, a really fun one. And then Hera Classic Pro. Yeah, since then, it's now always been the higher seed winning. But anyway, guys, that's going to be it for me today. Much shorter stream than last several days. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out.